You planted your tomatoes with so much hope. You watered them, you waited, and then disappointing harvests, small fruits, yellow leaves, rotten bottoms. What went wrong? I'm about to show you the 7 most common tomato growing mistakes that are silently destroying your harvest, and most gardeners have no idea they are making them. Stay until the end because mistake number 6 is one that almost every gardener gets completely wrong, and it is costing them hundreds of tomatoes every single season. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is the place where we turn every gardener into a smarter, more productive grower. Today we are talking tomatoes, the most popular vegetable grown in home gardens around the world. And yet, so many gardeners struggle to get a good harvest. The truth is, it is not about luck. It is about avoiding these 7 critical mistakes. Let us get straight into it. Before we start, I want to ask you something. Drop your answer in the comments right now. How many tomato plants are you growing this season? And what is your biggest challenge with tomatoes so far? I read every single comment, so let me know. The very first mistake, and one of the most damaging, is planting your tomatoes too shallow. Most beginners dig a small hole, drop in the root ball, cover it up, and call it done. But here is what they do not know. Tomatoes are one of the very few plants in the world that can grow roots all along their buried stem. Every single part of the stem that is underground has the ability to develop into a strong root. This means the deeper you plant your tomato, the larger the root system it develops. A larger root system means the plant can absorb more water, more nutrients, and anchor itself more strongly against wind and weather. The result? Stronger plants, healthier growth, and significantly higher yields. The solution is simple. When you plant your tomatoes, bury them deep. Remove the lower leaves and bury the stem up to 2/3 of the plant underground. This one change alone can dramatically improve your harvest. Mistake number 2, overwatering. I know what you are thinking. More water equals more tomatoes, right? Wrong. Overwatering is one of the leading causes of tomato failure in home gardens. When you water too frequently or too heavily, the soil stays wet for too long. The roots sit in waterlogged soil and begin to rot. The signs of overwatering are very recognizable. Yellow leaves, wilting plants even when the soil is wet, cracked or split fruits, poor flavor, and in serious cases, complete plant collapse. Tomatoes prefer deep, infrequent watering. Water deeply once or twice a week, depending on your climate and soil type. Allow the top few centimeters of soil to dry out between waterings. This encourages the roots to grow deeper into the soil, searching for moisture, making your plants stronger and more drought-resistant over time. Quick question for you. Have you ever made mistake number 1 or 2 before? Be honest. Drop a yes or no in the comments. You would be surprised how many experienced gardeners still make these basic mistakes. Mistake number 3, ignoring suckers. Suckers are the small shoots that grow in the V-shaped junction between the main stem and a branch of your tomato plant. If left unchecked, suckers grow into full branches, and those branches grow more suckers, and suddenly your one tomato plant has turned into a massive jungle-like bush. This sounds productive, but it is the opposite. When a tomato plant has too many stems and leaves, energy that should go into producing fruits is instead used to feed all that extra foliage. Airflow through the plant is also reduced, creating the warm, humid conditions that fungal diseases and pests love. The solution is to prune your suckers regularly, especially on indeterminate tomato varieties. Simply pinch them off with your fingers when they are small, ideally less than 2 centimeters long. This keeps your plant focused, productive, and healthy. Mistake number 4, underestimating how much sunlight tomatoes need. Tomatoes are sun-loving plants. They need a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every single day. Many gardeners plant their tomatoes in spots that receive partial shade, perhaps near a fence or under a tree, thinking it will be enough. It is not. Insufficient sunlight leads to fewer flowers, which means fewer fruits. Plants grow tall and weak as they stretch toward the light, and the tomatoes that do develop are often small, pale, and lacking in flavor. Before you plant, observe your garden throughout the day. Choose the spot that receives the most direct sun from morning to afternoon. If your garden has limited sunlight, consider growing tomatoes in containers that you can move to follow the sun. Mistake number 5, over-applying nitrogen fertilizer. This is a mistake that produces beautiful-looking plants and disappointing harvests. When you give tomatoes too much nitrogen, especially during the flowering and fruiting stage, the plant responds by producing lush, dark green, beautiful foliage. The plant looks incredible, but it is barely producing any tomatoes. This is because nitrogen encourages vegetative growth, leaves and stems. What tomatoes need during fruiting is phosphorus and potassium, not excessive nitrogen. The solution is to use a balanced fertilizer during the early growth stage. Then, switch to a low nitrogen, high phosphorus fertilizer once your plant begins to flower. This signals to the plant that it is time to stop growing leaves and start producing fruits. Now, before I reveal mistake number 6, the one that surprises almost every gardener, I want to ask you this. Have you ever seen the bottom of your tomatoes turn black and rot, even though the rest of the fruit looked perfectly healthy? If yes, comment below and tell me. Because what I am about to share will explain exactly why that happens and how to prevent it forever. Mistake number 6, ignoring calcium deficiency. This is one of the most misunderstood problems in tomato growing. It shows up as blossom end rot, a condition where the bottom of the tomato fruit turns dark brown or black and becomes sunken and rotten. Many gardeners immediately think it is a disease. They spray their plants with fungicides, they remove the affected fruits and wait. And the problem keeps coming back, because it is not a disease at all. Blossom end rot is caused by a calcium deficiency inside the fruit, combined with irregular watering. Here is how it works. Calcium moves through the plant with water. When watering is irregular, sometimes too much, sometimes too little, the plant cannot transport calcium efficiently to the developing fruits. The result is blossom end rot. The solution has 2 parts. First, water consistently. Regular deep watering removes the fluctuation that triggers the problem. Second, ensure your soil has adequate calcium. You can add agricultural lime or crushed eggshells to your soil before planting. Some gardeners also apply a foliar calcium spray directly to the leaves and developing fruits during the growing season. Once you understand the cause, this problem becomes completely preventable. And mistake number 7, waiting too long to harvest. Many gardeners believe that leaving tomatoes on the vine longer makes them taste better. Sometimes this is true, but leaving tomatoes on the vine for too long creates several serious problems. Overripe tomatoes attract insects and pests, bringing them directly to your plant. They are also more susceptible to cracking, especially after rain, and perhaps most importantly, leaving ripe fruits on the vine signals to the plant that its job is done. The plant slows down its production of new flowers and fruits. Regular harvesting does the opposite. It tells the plant to keep producing. A plant that is regularly harvested will continue to set new flowers and develop new fruits throughout the entire growing season. Harvest your tomatoes as soon as they are fully colored and slightly soft to the touch. They will continue to ripen perfectly at room temperature after picking. If you want to save this guide and come back to it every season, we have published the full written version on smartfarminsights.com. It includes a complete tomato growing checklist you can print and use in your garden, plus detailed photos and fertilizer comparison tables. Find the link in the description. It is completely free. So, there you have it. 7 tomato growing mistakes, and exactly how to fix every single one of them. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 mistakes have you been making without realizing it? Tell me in the comments, number 1 through 7, which one surprised you the most? And if you found this video useful, please share it with one gardening friend who needs to see this. It costs you nothing, but it helps them grow better tomatoes this season. If you want to see more videos like this, covering everything from soil preparation to fertilizing to pest control, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. I will see you in the next one. Happy growing.